What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and I am here today, you guys, with Let's Get Into the Blogs, you guys. So these are going to be the hot topics for the week of May 18th through May 24th, you guys. So we are also going into the Memorial Day weekend. So I hope you guys are having a great, safe weekend, and I definitely will be doing the same. After I get off of here, I'm packing up because I'm heading out to DC for the weekend. So I'll be in DC, and then I'll be back home Monday, maybe Monday at the latest, Monday at the earliest, Tuesday at the latest. But yeah, you guys, that's that. So let's get into what's hot and what is trending this week, shall we? All right, you guys. So it just feels like this saga of Diddy just it's never ending, right? Because I feel like what we done talked about Diddy for what 2 weeks now at this point. Because well, yeah, well we've been talking about Diddy for months actually, but we've really been talking about him for the last week since that video came out of him abusing Cassie. And, you know, it just keeps going from bad to worse because now there is a new lawsuit against him by a young lady. Oh, I forgot what her name was. But there is a young lady, and I can't remember her name, but I do remember what she is claiming. And whew, it's terrible. It's terrible. So here we go. This comes to us from NBC News. It says Diddy faces lawsuit by another woman who says the hip hop mogul DRUGGE'd her and actually assaulted her. A woman filed a lawsuit Thursday accusing music mogul Sean Diddy Combs of, you know, DRUGGIN her and actually assaulting her after she met him more than 20 years ago. It says, while she was a fashion student in New York City, April Lampros, in a claim filed in the Supreme Court of New York County, alleges that Combs promised to mentor her and provide industry connections before he became aggressive and coercive. She is the sixth woman to detail assault allegations against Combs in a lawsuit. Accusations that Combs has denied in previous statements. So it says Lampros, who is now 51, says in the lawsuit that she met Combs in New York City in '94 while she was studying at Fashion Institute of Technology. She alleges he actually assaulted her on 4 occasions, including one when she was forced to take ecstasy and have sex with Combs' former girlfriend Kim Porter. Years after she severed ties with Combs, Lampro said she learned that he was alleged to have recorded them having sex without her knowledge and showed the recording to others. So she is suing him. She is suing him for battery, sexual assault, infliction of emotional distress, and gender-motivated violence. There was another woman. I can't remember. I think this might be the same woman. Because I think this might be the same woman. Because she says Lampro says in her suit that the first time Combs sexually assaulted her was in 1995 after they met at a New York City bar. She alleges that Combs pressured her to drink alcohol. She felt uneasy after a few sips and was later guided to a car to leave with Combs. The suit says arriving at a hotel where she continued to feel unwell, Lampros was on the hotel bed when Combs forced himself on top of her and began to forcibly kiss her, and the suit claims. When Lampros turned her head, Combs grabbed her face and continued to kiss her. The suit alleges he undressed her despite her attempts to tell him she felt unwell and her pleas for him to stop it, says. Lampros passed out as Combs, R-word her, the suit claims. For months after the incident, Lampros says Combs sent gifts, cards, flowers to lure her back. The suit includes a photo of a card that accompanied flowers Combs was purported to have sent for Valentine's Day. She agreed to meet with Combs to discuss business opportunities, the suit says, and give him a second chance. Lampros alleges she and Combs were leaving his apartment for dinner when another assault occurred in '95. According to the suit, they were on their way to the parking garage when a slightly inebriated Combs forced Lampros to her knees. According to the suit, he unzipped his pants and forced her to perform oral on him. The suit alleges Combs turned angry, threatening, and forceful after the encounter, refusing Lampros' decision to distance herself by threatening to physically harm her and blacklist her across the fashion industry. The suit describes a third actual encounter in 1996, alleging that Combs forced Lampros to engage in sexual acts with Kim Porter, who passed away in 2018 of pneumonia. It says Lampros alleges that she was at Combs' apartment in Manhattan with Porter after they had returned from a nightclub. Combs told both women to open their mouths and he forced a DRUG down their throats, the suit says. It says he then demanded that Porter and Lampros have relations with each other and told Lampros she had no control when she tried to refuse. The suit claims it also accuses Combs of R-wording Lampros. Oh, and here goes the card that he sent to her, because you can't see it. No, you can. There you go. Come on, come into focus. Well, the card, you can't see it, but the card says Happy Valentine's Day. Well, Happy Valentine Day. Love, Puffy. Lampros had ended her relationship with Combs by 98, according to the suit. She also alleges that Porter and Combs got her fired from a bar after Porter saw her working there. According to the suit, Porter called Lampros' manager and falsely accused her of trying to poison Porter in a move that Lampros believes was retaliation. About 2 years later, Lampros said Combs told her he missed her when they ran into each other at an event. Combs called Lampros for days after she refused to leave with him, asking whether she would see him at his apartment. She said in her suit, Lampros reluctantly agreed for Combs to come to her apartment to hear what he had to say, says the suit, which says he arrived with a security guard who was sitting in the stairwell. During the interaction, Combs grabbed her and forced himself on her, kissing and touching her without consent, it alleges. She fought him off to reach the door and ask Combs to leave, it says. Lampros said in a statement Thursday, I'm confident that justice will prevail and the veil will be removed so no other woman will endure what I did. The suit filed by Lampros' attorney Tyrone Blackburn names Combs, Bad Boy Records, Arista Records, and its owner Sony Music Entertainment as respondents. Representatives for Combs and Bad Boy did not immediately respond to requests for comment. A representative for Sony and Arista could not immediately be reached for comment Thursday evening. Now, I do believe if this is the same woman, she's also talking about the fact that she has the clothes from one of the encounters that she had with Puff, and if she still has that, and it still has his his DNA on it, then it ain't much he can do, and hopefully it ain't got nobody else's DNA on there that is in the system, because if it is, y'all are like Chuck, to be quite honest with you. But that's it. Now, what else I want to talk about is Cassie's statement. I was here for Cassie's statement. She was thanking everybody for the outpouring of support from her. Let me see if I can find it. So this is her statement. It says, thank you for all the love and support from my family, friends, strangers, and those I have yet to meet. The outpouring of love has created a safe place for my younger self to settle and feel safe now. But this is only the beginning. She says, domestic violence is the issue. Absolutely, it's the issue. And I know people keep saying, well, why did she wait so long? Like, I'm so sick of that comment of why did people wait so long? It's power, it's money. And people want to say, well, it was just a money grab. He abused her. He did all these things to her. So pay her for her suffering. Like, I'm okay with that. And I'm even okay with this lady if, this is Puff we're talking about, Diddy, Brother Love, whatever you want to call him. The man is powerful. The man exerted his power onto those women. So I'm not at all sad about what's happening to Puff. It is what it is. You know, is it the roosters come home to whatever that saying is? The chickens come home to roost, whatever it is. What's done in the dark comes to the light. Well, this is Puff's, this is his time. And justice for those women. Absolutely. Justice for the women. And let's hope, hopefully this scares more people to be like, to not do things like this in the future. Another person who spoke out this week, it was more than a few people. Joe Budden made a comment, right? And when he made his comment, I was like, Joe, don't you have some issues with yourself as well? I was so concerned, like I was sitting on stupid, like, don't you have some issues? And then Tahiri came and I was like, I knew I wasn't tripping. Like, sir, you might want to put it on mute because so yeah, because he had something to say about Diddy, right? He called him a lying sack of shit and all of that. And I was like, Joe, you really don't have a whole lot of room to talk, buddy. Because Tahiri, like I said, she accused you of abusing her. But okay, set yourself off. Set yourself off. So this happened on Wednesday with Joe. It says here, this comes from Excel. On Wednesday, the latest episode of the Joe Budden podcast aired where Joe and his crew discussed the video of Diddy assaulting Cassie. After cutting the segment from the previous episode, Joe blasted Diddy during his reaction, calling the disgraced media mogul a lying sack of shit in response to Diddy's apology. A few hours later, Joe's ex-girlfriend Tahiri entered the chat on the Shade Room post about Joe's response. This whole shit took me out, the former Love and Hip Hop participant posted in a comment section. So hard to watch. So sorry for Cassie and every other woman who is currently going through it or has gone through it. It's tough. She added in another comment, the irony. This is so triggering. I remember Joe throwing me down a flight of stairs, dragging me back into the house and having to talk me into letting go. And me having to talk him into letting me go. Joe Budden responded to Tahiri's allegations on the same post. Tahiri, you are lying. Failed gold digger that had wait, run that back. Tahiri, you are lying. Failed gold digger. Joe, when y'all was on Love and Hip Hop, you was still battling. Never mind. You was a crackhead and broke. So what gold was she digging for? Fool's gold? Because it damn sure wasn't gold. Had to be that fool's gold, but okay. So yeah, he says, Tahiri, you are lying. Failed gold digger that has abused, targeted, and manipulated many men, he typed. Outside of me, you lack an identity, which is why you tried desperately to attach yourself to me for over 15 years. Huh? You know what, Joe? What is there to attach yourself to? Pump it up. That's like the only song that I know about Joe Budden. That is Joe, right? Yeah, that's Joe. That's the only song that I know about him. Outside of that, what else is there? Never mind. Let it go. Then someone else who spoke out was Misa Hilton, you guys. And when I saw Misa's comment, she was standing with Cassie, right? And the thing that threw me was the comment that she made about, it being triggering for her. And I was just like, Misa, are you trying to tell us that, he abused you too? Just asking the question. I'm not saying that he did. I'm just asking the question, you guys. So don't feel no types of way about it. Let's pause here and move on forward. Oh, so since I'm on the blogs right now, let's go ahead and talk about the 2 years. So you guys know it's been 2 years now since that fatal shooting in Uvalde here in Texas, right? Where the 21 people died, where it was the kids and its 2 teachers. Well, the Uvalde school, it says here, this is from the Shade Room, the Uvalde school shooting victims, families reach a $2 million settlement with Texas City as the 2-year anniversary approaches. So you guys remember, like I said, 21 people died, right? So they've reached a $2 million settlement, which I think is a slap in the face. And, I was watching the news before I came on here, and I understand why the families did that, but I wouldn't give a damn, to be quite honest with you, because no amount of money will bring their child back, because they're not even getting this, splitting $2 million 21 ways is less than $100,000, right? It's like 95,000 and some change, which is ridiculous to me. I just find it utterly ridiculous. They're also suing Meta. They're suing a slew of other people, right? And I can't remember, and I think it's like I think that lawsuit is 34 million that they're seeking, which I hope they get it as well, right? But the thing that I have an issue with is this $2 million. Again, I get it. The family said that they did not want to bankrupt that town, because people, some of them still live there, and they have friends and family who live there. I absolutely get that, right? Get that. I'm here for you, but you're gonna pay me for my suffering. Like, my child is deceased. My child, my spouse, like, and these were babies. These were babies. But I really do pray for those people, because I think yesterday made the 2-year anniversary, which, my God, it's been 2 years since that happened. And then last week, it was a year since the shooting at the Outlet Mall out in Allen, Texas. We talk about the guns all the time, and I don't really know what to say at this point, but you guys will tell me what you think in the comments below. We're going to pause here, and we're going to move forward, you guys. Next up, you guys, let's talk about Cannes Film Festival. One thing that I have to say, baby, Kelly Rowland. Oh my God, that woman is just fine, fine, fine. Baby, she is like a fine wine. She is better with time, because, baby. See, here's the interesting thing about me. I was a huge Destiny's Child fan back in the 90s. Oh, I love me some Destiny's Child, right? I know every Destiny's Child album except for it's the last one I think that I don't even know that one. It's one album from Destiny's Child that it's a no for me, and I still don't. It's a hell to the no for me. Which album was that? That's a hell to the no for me. Which album was that? That's a well, no, it is that last one, Destiny Fulfilled. I do know songs from I do know some songs from Destiny Fulfilled, right? I'm not gonna sit here and be like it's a terrible album, because there are some songs on there that I do know. Like, I know the singles, Lose My Breath, Soldier, Cater to You. There's a song called Is She the Reason? Love that song. Can't stand Girl. Oh, baby, that song got on my nerves. When I tell you that song got on my last damn nerve. Oh, leave it in the comment section. Out of all the Destiny's Child albums, what is your favorite Destiny's Child album? My favorite Destiny's Child album of all time has to be The Writings on the Wall. That stays in rotation for me. I love that album. Love it down. It would go The Writings on the Wall, then we would do Survivor, then we would do the Christmas album. Because I had that as my mama bought that for me for Christmas. I was like, I need that album. And the Proud, and I really want, can I be real with y'all? The real reason why I wanted the Destiny's Child Christmas album was because on the album, the Proud Family theme song was on there. Because you guys know Solange sang the theme song for the Proud Family. And that's why I really want that album. But I knew every song. I knew pretty much every song on there too. And the thing about it is, I'm not even a Christmas album kind of person. I don't like them. Another album that I listened to was This Is the Remix. And the real reason why I listen to This Is the Remix is because I love Say My Name in the remix. That is my favorite remix by Destiny's Child. Yeah. Let me think. Say My Name remix. That is my favorite remix. Because the interesting thing is with No No Part 1 and 2, I'm a Part 1 boy. I like Part 2, but I'm a Part 1. And then with Independent Women, Part 2 is, I like Independent Women Part 2 better than I do Part 1. Let me know what you got. Let me know, guys, in the comment section. Favorite Destiny's Child album. I was talking about Kelly, and I'm sitting here supposed to be talking about Kelly at the Cannes Film Festival, right? And that lady who was so rude to Kelly, like, Kelly is better than me. She did tell that woman, "Don't touch me. You not my mom," and all that kind of stuff, right? And I was here for Kelly, putting her hand like, "Girl, back the fuck up, right? I got this." Because she did tell that woman at one point, like, "I got this," and that woman just kept trying to move her on along. Lady, if you don't get your hands off of her, it's gonna be a problem. Like, I just thought that lady was being incredibly rude, and she should have got popped. She should have got popped in the mouth. But Kelly is a consummate professional, and that is the one thing that I love about Kelly, is that she is so professional with everything that she does. Because, baby, I would have lost it. I would have lost it on that lady some serious. But let me know what you guys. Now, what I also will say is ooh, I'm stuttering because I can't even get my words together, because them pictures of Kelly, the body is just, chef's kiss. Baby, she look good. Baby, she looks amazing. Whew, just fine as hell. But Kelly was always my girl back in the Destiny's Child era. Like, Destiny's Child, the first time I ever saw a picture of Kelly with that short hair, and this was the first time that I really saw the girls was on the album cover of The Writings on the Wall. Because I didn't listen to the first album until after it had came, because that album came out in what, like 96, 97 or something like that, in between that time frame. So I didn't really listen to that album until after we got The Writings on the Wall. But when my mama bought me The Writings on the Wall soundtrack, the album, so back in the day with the CD, that CD, I remember it. You pull it out because there was a book, right? And it had each of the girls. So it had Kelly, Latavia, Latoya, and Beyonce, right? It had all four of them in there. And baby, the first person that I noticed, Kelly Rowland. Kelly was the first person that my eyes immediately went to. I've been in love with Kelly since the 90s. I've been in love with Kelly since the damn 90s. But baby, like I said, my girl looked good. Speaking of Kelly, let's move on over to Beyonce. It's so interesting to me. So Beyonce, I saw this on, I don't remember which blog it was, but I saw where someone is suing Beyonce and Big Freedia for copyright for Break My Soul. Mind you, that album came out because she just went on tour last year in 23. So the album came out in 2022. So you waited almost 2 years later to try to come at them for copyright infringement. So what it is there's some artists down there in New Orleans who are suing them for copyright infringement, right? Because of the phrase "release your wiggle." I was like, wait a minute. But Big Freedia been saying that shit for years. So let's go back to it. Big Freedia's been saying it for years and putting it in her music. Wait, how does Big Freedia identify? Is Freedia's pronouns he and him, or she and her, or they and them? Lord, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not trying to be the pronoun thing. I respect people's pronouns, but gotta be honest with you, I don't quite understand it a whole lot. What I don't really understand is they and them. And the reason why I don't understand, I don't understand they and them is because they and them is more than one person. Maybe that's why they say they and them, because they feel, oh, okay. Is that why? They and them, because they have masculine and feminine energy. Correct me if I'm wrong. I ain't trying to be rude and offensive. I'm just asking a question. Because when I think of they and them, that's more than one. But neither here nor there. Back to this Big Frida. Again, I don't know how Frida identifies, but however Frida identifies, Frida been saying this shit in the music for years. So according to court documents obtained by People, New Orleans based group The Showstoppers. Oh, I know The Showstoppers. I know The Showstoppers. Your name got that many. I actually know The Showstoppers. Cause they used to play one of I know The Showstoppers. I'm trying to think of the song that I know by them. I'm trying to think of the song that I know by The Showstoppers. Oh my God. There is a song, child, what is the name of that damn song? Because they used to play it in the club all the time. They used to play it in the club all the time. Because you guys know, I mean, you guys know I'm from Texas. Not born and raised, but I'm from Texas. But in my hometown, because we aren't that, like, my hometown, we're not like super duper far from Louisiana. We're not far at all from Louisiana. Like, where my hometown is, Louisiana is, it's a straight shot down from my hometown, right? It's like, to get to Shreveport, it takes about 6 hours or so from my hometown to get to Shreveport. So it's even longer for New Orleans. So that's why The Showstoppers, I remember them, but I just can't think of the song that they used to play in the club. Cause I used to play a song by The Showstoppers when I was but it was one song, just one song, you guys. It wasn't like a whole album, just, it wasn't a whole fucking album, but okay. So yeah, they're suing them. It's because of the Release Your Wiggle. And like I said, according to the court documents, usage of the actual word, melody, and musical arrangement of the Release Your Wiggle were deliberately taken by Big Frida in the recording of Explode, which was subsequently heavily sampled by Mrs. Carter in the master recording of Break My Soul. The lawsuit was filed in Louisiana. Representatives for Big Frida and the Showstoppers did not immediately the suit alleges that no credit was given to the Showstoppers. Girl, y'all waited 2 years though. Y'all waited 2 years almost. Miss me with the bullshit. Miss me with that. Y'all ain't gonna hear nothing else from that lawsuit. That's all I gotta say. Y'all ain't gonna hear a damn thing else from that lawsuit, and that is all I got to say on that. Let's pause here, you guys, and go ahead and move on to the next story. All right, you guys, Porsha and freaking Simon. I want them to go away. Now, I know Porsha can't really go away because she's going to be on this season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, so we cool with that, right? And have you guys been seeing, like, they've been, showing what the girls are filming, and I'm cool with that. I know a lot of people, like, they wish that they would stop showing so much before we get to the show. You guys are not showing as much as you guys think. It's just because they're just showing you guys what they wore on the first day of filming. Porsha has given you guys her little 2 cents to how she, about the new girls. I will say, she ain't said shit about Drew. And Drew and her were big sis, little sis at one point. But yeah, she ain't said shit about Drew. I don't know what that means. We gonna see when we get to it. I want Simon Guobadia to go away. I'm so sick of that man. I ain't never got to see, I'm tired of seeing that man. That's precisely the reason why I unfollowed Porsha on Twitter, on Instagram, because it's like, girl, I don't want to see this man. And now I'm being forced to see this man on social media because you guys, so they filmed last week. So Shamia had her birthday party where her husband Gerald gave her a Rolls Royce. They've been doing a lot of filming, and we saw it. We saw the footage, and again, like I said, I don't have a problem with seeing this. I mean, because if you guys go think about it, look at Potomac. With Potomac, we know that the girl's on a cast trip right now in North Carolina, so y'all not complaining about that. but it is what it is. Y'all pick and choose when y'all want to complain, and I ain't got much to say about it. I really don't, to be honest with you guys. What else we gonna talk about? What was I saying? Oh, so he then went in the comment section on one of the blogs, and he was saying that, you know, what was he saying? What was he saying? Oh, he was saying that Shamia is the only housewife that we know, that only housewife that has a Rolls Royce. Then him and Portia going back and forth. I was just like, oh my God, we got, please stop. Then he talking to, you know, Kenya chimed in and says she got her own Rolls Royce, she bought it herself. Then you got over here Portia talking about him not being a citizen. Then, you know, oh, also they have stopped filming Portia in the house. So I don't know where Portia's gonna be. Well, I mean, I know she still got the house that she bought. Thank God that the girl wasn't that stupid to not, you know, to sell her home, and she just put it in her mama's name. Ooh, damn. Y'all can say a lot of things about Portia, right? But she ain't that stupid. She ain't that stupid. She ain't that bright either. But she ain't that stupid. See, they going back and forth. He talking about his kids being homeless. He in Dubai. It's just like, sir, shut up. I just want him to go away. I just want him and her to go away at this point. Not him and her. I want their relationship to go away. It's so interesting because Valentine's Day, she was happily in love with Simon. Then after she signed on to come back to Real Housewives of Atlanta, she files for divorce. Makes you want things that make you go, right? But I know we're gonna get it. I know that she's gonna talk about it on the show, so it is what it is, right? Now they're filming currently, so we're probably. I wonder what they're gonna do with Atlanta and Potomac. Are they gonna put them on the same night? Oh, that's gonna be interesting because Real Housewives of Atlanta is filming, Married to Medicine is filming, and Potomac is. They're all filming. And back in the gap, y'all remember Real Housewives of Atlanta used to come on in November, right? And then Real Housewives of Potomac, except for only time that Potomac followed Atlanta was season 1. Because season 1 of Potomac aired right after Atlanta went off, and then season 2 they flipped. They just had their own. You know, they didn't have it coming in behind Real Housewives of Atlanta. By that time, they had their own Sunday night by themselves. I think they may have been on with Married to Medicine. I can't remember. I don't remember that 100%, but I could be wrong. But I don't know that and again, with Real Housewives of Atlanta and Married to Medicine, I think the only time that those two aired concurrently was in the early days when they needed a lead in too. So I wonder what they're gonna do with all 3 of those shows. Because I know, like with Real Housewives of New Jersey, that currently airs on Sundays, right? And I know New Jersey don't always get like super long seasons especially for the last few seasons. That their seasons are not just like that long. And then Real Housewives of Dubai, they premiere next Sunday, but then they move after next Sunday's episode. It moves to Tuesdays, which, okay, they came on Wednesdays last season because they had the lead in of Beverly Hills. We'll see what's gonna happen with the fall, especially with, you know, like Atlanta, Potomac, and Married to Medicine. But that's all I got, you guys. I don't think I have any other topics that I want to talk about. Anything else that we talk about, it will be in They Cutting the Fool, or it'll be in next week's episode, next week's video of Let's Get Into the Blogs. You guys, I had to think about what the hell this video was that I'm talking about. But yeah, you guys, I hope you guys, like I said earlier, I hope you guys have a great and amazing Memorial Day weekend. You guys be safe out there. Don't drink and drive. Yeah, I just want you guys to be safe and come back. And that is it. Now, as far as the videos go for the rest of the weekend, New Jersey and Summer House Martha's Vineyard, I'm not quite sure yet what we're gonna do. It just depends because I'm scheduled to come back on Monday, right? But I kind of feel like I'm going to extend my stay. I don't know. I haven't thought about it. I haven't made my mind up yet. But check the community tab, you guys. I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know what I'm gonna do. But yeah, you guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. So as always, you guys stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And we try to do this every single week, same time, same place, same channel. The times we're getting we're getting back consistent with it. So that's good. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, you guys. Bye.